Hey guys, what's up? It is Kimchica. My voice is back. I'm so excited. The recovery is going well. Antibiotics are a miracle. And I am so excited. Almost there. Blah. So close to being healed. But I'm excited to present a new series that I'm starting on my channel called Indiescovery. I wanted this show, I guess, or this new playlist on YouTube, I don't know what to call it, to be something more of a celebration of these indie games that I've discovered, what I really liked about them, what drew me to them, so that you guys can make informed decisions on if you want to play them or not. And here you go. So welcome to the first Indiescovery. Hope you enjoy it. Yay! In a game inspired by Caitlin Doty, other members of the Order of Good Death, and the Death Positivity movement, you play a mortician named Charlie just starting out in your fully fledged mortician job. This game feels real in the little things, the daily rituals, the emails you read from your coworkers and friend who's also recently started her new job as a museum caretaker of sorts, and the way each day starts with you cleaning or doing those small things that people do as they arrange their workspaces before getting settled in for the day. The sounds are calming, the slow footsteps of Charlie walking around are calming. Everything about the game makes your heart rate just slow down and makes you breathe. And I found myself taking more time as the game progressed to do each task. And I was playing, I thought, well, what is the rush? Why do I feel like I need to finish this game so quickly? There are lots of things going on in this game. The stories of each person you encounter on the table, what happened to them, what their family is like, how the family's coping with their passing. There's a subplot, or main plot, depending on how you think about it, of a small mom and pop funeral home versus sort of the big business pressures. The progression of this young employee who's finding her voice and independence as she realizes what she values and how she does her work and how she goes about really helping these families through their grieving process. And there are these daily newsletters that you get facts about death from both our own US perspective as well as other cultural perspectives. So there's a sort of almost learning or educational element to this game that's really interesting. This is a game that's beautiful because of how intensely personal it can become if you let it. If after you read your emails each morning, you begin your work on the body for each day, preparing them for a funeral service later. I found myself taking time in the mortician's processes, wondering about each person that came through. The visuals are clean and simple, not getting to the nitty-gritty or the gore, but for the goals of this game, they're just enough. Even in their simplicity, I found myself giving pause before working on each person. When you're done preparing each person, you attend the service for them. Some have family and friends where you can listen in on their small talk, all words familiar to anyone who's been to a funeral. One corpse had nobody. Through all of these to finish out, you pay your respects to each person before heading back to your workspace. And again, there are quite a few of these services that will hit home for many of you, as they did for me. And as my character in-game was taking her moment of silence with each person, I found myself taking a little extra time myself to reflect and think about the people in my life whose stories maybe loosely matched what I had just listened to. Strangely enough, the most depressing part of the game was not the deaths or working on the dead bodies themselves, but realizing the business that surrounds death. The plot line where you're pushed by your new company owners to upsell to a grieving family, for example, playing or preying on their grief to build a profit, just really broke my heart, and that actually brought me down more than preparing the bodies or attending the funeral service. Gameplay-wise, the Mortician's tasks are more of a way to guide you through the experience rather than provide any sort of difficulty or trickiness. In fact, there isn't really a way to fail this gameplay, and the actions are repetitive, and there's a text box up top to guide you should you somehow forget what to do. But again, this adds a sense of weight and ritual to the procedure, and in a way, the simplicity allowed me time to think as I was completing these tasks, really reflecting and taking time to respect each virtual person, which boggled my mind when I was done playing this. The game is short, only about an hour, and it took me maybe 50 minutes, and that's even with long pauses and moments of reflection during funeral services. And the price for this on Steam is currently about $15, which admittedly can feel steep for such a short gameplay time. But at the same time, this is an experience where if you go in looking for atmosphere, a chance to reflect, and something that'll allow you to confront potentially uncomfortable, or at least rarely confronted topics, I'd say it's a great $15 spent, and it's a chance to support developers doing awesome work like this. The goal of the game is to destigmatize death and at least open the doors for conversation, and I think it really does that. It keeps it simple enough so that you can play it without getting totally pushed to maybe a very uncomfortable zone that you might not be ready for, but at the same time, it's still vulnerable enough, I guess, for lack of a better word, that you feel there's a weight to the game that was really unexpected for me. What I loved about this game was not only did it let me learn about the processes surrounding death, how we think about death in our culture, how other cultures maybe think about death, but it also showed me the knowledge gaps that I kind of knew I had, but I kind of didn't. So I personally highly recommend this game. I think it is worth the money in the sense that you'll support the devs. So check it out. If not, put it on your wish list. Get it when it's on sale, because this is one of those games that gets you to think, and that's always a good thing. So I will see you guys in the next Indiescovery. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. If you've got games that you would like me to try that you haven't been sure about purchasing, let me know. I love recommendations, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!